Monday, August 24th, 2026. It is a city commission meeting. Could we have the roll call, please?
Food.
Here.
Bragg.
Here.
Harvey.
Here.
Weinrice.
Here.
Mayor Robish.
Present. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We'll move on to the agenda approval. We have one change on the agenda for 6.2.6, just a minor change of wording. So other than that, that's all I have.
Move to approve as amended.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Food.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Weinrice.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Moving on to number 3, the City Commission adjourns to convene as the Board of Adjustments for the following public hearings. We have 3 of them tonight. We have 3.1, consider variance request filed by Amy Gaethel, 310 15th Street Southeast, to build a 6-foot fence beyond the allowed area. Code states fence can only be 4 feet. We'll turn these over to Mr. Cranston.
Thank you, Mayor. I do have this up on the whiteboard here. Ms. Gaethel applied for the variance, and we heard this last week, and the hearing examiner recommended approval with the condition stated that in the bottom left of that picture, you'll see an 8x8 diagonal cut across that corner due to there is a driveway just south of that area. And so it doesn't quite show in that picture there, but there is a vehicle, or it's usually a boat there. And so in order to maintain the pedestrian safety, we put that condition in, and the hearing examiner recommended approval. I know Amy is in the crowd tonight, so if you want to come up, Amy, and you can ask any, you can answer any questions there may be.
Amy, would you state your address for the record?
Amy Gaethel, 310 15th Street, Southeast.
Okay, thank you.
The reason for the variance is because, as you can see to the left or the west side of the house there, that constitutes a side front yard. And so in the front yard, you can't have a fence higher than 4 feet. And so that's what she's requesting the variance for, is to take that to 6 feet. She has a large dog that would easily get over a 4-foot fence. And given the neighborhood with the school just to the south of her, this is probably a more appropriate size fence for her.
I would make a motion to approve. Second.
Okay, Amy, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
I have nothing to add.
Okay, any questions for Ms. Gaethel?
It was me creeping around your house over the weekend looking at
I
your
didn't
fence.
even notice.
I appreciate the fact that you are with the school right there, and I know a number of children walk along that sidewalk, and
Yes.
being mindful of the children and your dog, I think it's a great idea.
We also have a bus stop right on the corner.
Yeah.
So.
Is there, I just have one question, I did not make it past there, so are there any other fences close? in
I
proximity?
do currently have a fence. You can see it in the image. It is 5 feet tall, but I am extending the fence further to the north to enclose more backyard area. So there is currently one, but we are replacing and making the area larger.
Okay, how about the neighborhood past there?
Well,
There are no front yard fences down
Okay.
along Idaho there.
Okay, 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 that's what I meant.
okay.
Okay. Any other questions? Roll call vote.
Food.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Weinrice.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye, thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to number 2, 3.2, consider variance request filed by Avera Home Medical Equipment, 1301 Dakota Avenue South, to install and maintain a permanent 32 square foot boulevard style monument sign. I'll let Mr. Cranston explain the rest of the details.
Yes, Mayor. This sign will be located inside of their parking lot area. They, while they do have some signage on the building, they wanted to to be able to be a little more noticeable for their patients who are seeking medical equipment. And so they're talking about putting a monument sign perpendicular to Dakota with double face on it so that people can find them, because they'll be moving from their current facility over on Third Street here out to Dakota. And so, and this size is in line with both Coolers and with the new dental clinic there that we've already seen variances for. So we recommend approval, and the hearing examiner recommended approval as well.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Questions? Commissioner Brad?
So we're good, I mean, obviously the amount of signage is the reason for the variance, but are they good on parking still with losing?
Yes.
Parking spaces?
Yes. They'll only lose one parking stall, so
And they're
it'll
still-
be fine.
They're still.
Yep, they still are compliant.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Roll call vote, please.
Clute.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Moving on to 3.3, consider variance request filed by Andres Moreno Jr., 985 Saxon Drive, to build a 20-foot high garage. Mr. Prince?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. This is, again, a fairly simple variance. This gentleman operates a floor installation, or I shouldn't say he operates a business from there. He functions as a floor installer and repair work. And so the garage, which he intends to build, is slightly behind his house, and it would be, it would exceed the height of his primary residence, which is the reason for the variance. And all it is for merely storing inventory, tools, and the like on the mezzanines above the garage. And so we heard this again on last Wednesday, and the hearing examiner was fine with it, and he recommended approval, as did staff.
Okay.
We have heard no opposition to this from those local residents there, and so we recommend approval.
See, the applicant just can't wait to come forward, but
Thought I'd save you the trouble.
okay.
Yes, sir.
State your name and address.
Andres Moreno Jr., 985 Saxon Drive, Huron.
Okay. Anything you'd like to add that Mr. Cranston
No,
forgot?
he's basically covered. I really can't move out, I can only move up.
Okay, okay.
I'll make a motion to approve. Second.
Any questions for, yes?
Just a
Commissioner Brad?
simple one, what is the current, how far exceeding are we? Like, what is the current height? of the-
He'll exceed his existing residence by about 3.5 feet is all. And there is one, I think there's one garage, Commissioner Hootman, we just talked about it, it's about 19 feet.
I think there were two
Two,
in that
yeah,
area.
so,
They're 19 feet.
So it's reasonably close.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, sir.
Okay, roll call vote, please.
Clute.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye, thank you.
Thanks.
All right. The Board of Adjustment adjourns to reconvene as the City Commission. We're gonna start with public forum. Public forum is limited to a maximum of 3 minutes per person. Please state your name and address for the record. Anyone in the audience here for public forum tonight? Yes, sir?
Chad Wild, 376 Broadland Creek Court. Here again, I was here about a month ago on the same issue, but I just wanted to start with saying I understand the process and the state's law and development corps. I probably have a better understanding than anybody else in here, to be honest about it. I don't disagree with the process. I understand the city's involvement on the title work. I understand all that. I just don't agree with how the city of Huron is doing it. I'm not asking the city to do anything with GHDC for me. I understand that you can't do that. Two of you do sit on the board, but as far as the city commissioners, you can't make them do anything. What I am asking the city is, why are you supporting this corporation? I've clearly showed all of you that not only they acted in bad faith, but also continue to break their covenant. The covenants that I had to agree to live by when I built there. As I stated before, it says that I may acquire adjacent lots for the purpose of making my property bigger. I'm still trying to develop it. I'm still trying to pay property taxes on it. They transferred it 4 weeks ago for a potential buyer. As all of you know, there was no potential buyer. It still sits empty. The potential buyer called me directly to tell me that they were never buying it. I'm still trying to develop it. I'm still trying to pay property taxes on it. With that being said, I also want to know if you think the votes by Commissioner Bragg on GHDC matters while serving as the chair were ethical, moral, or legal. And I would ask you to really consider not supporting Greater Huron going forward if they're not going to follow their covenants, if they're going to act in bad faith with community members that are trying to pay property taxes on properties that the city is putting in their name so they don't have to pay property tax on. I'll also say, after the last time I was here, you mentioned a work session the next day to me. I haven't heard anything from anybody since. I mean, it's been another month. This is now 5 months that I've brought it to you guys and really gotten no feedback on it. So again, I understand that you can't make Greater Huron do anything. What I don't understand is why we would support this corporation if they're not gonna follow their own covenants. I mean, what is the point of the covenants that I have to follow if they're not gonna follow them? They wrote them. If they wrote it wrong, that's their own fault. But I would seriously ask you to reconsider putting residential properties in the city's name for Greater Huron when they're not gonna follow their own covenants.
Thank you, Chad. Okay, is there anyone else in the audience for public forum? I think Commissioner Weinreich has something for us.
Yeah, you can do the
Okay,
proclamation first.
all right, I will do that. We have a proclamation tonight. We've been doing this quite often, and as you know, the aging of Huron, we all keep getting older and older, and that's a good thing, but we have a lot of experienced people in our city, and for what they've done for the city is what we get to benefit out of. And we want to say thank you to, you're hiding back there, but we'll say thank you for, you can hear me. Thank you for everything you've done for the community of Huron for 90 years. They'll tell you tonight at supper. But anyway, we have with us tonight Jessie Eileen Ruett. And she's going to be 90, is she going to be? She has turned 90 years old already. 100. Okay, my bad math, sorry. You look 90, you look more like 90. I gotta cover myself somehow. But anyway, thank you very much for what you've done for our community and for your family. I know some of your family personally, and so I know what kind of people they are. They're hardworking people. They might not be the fanciest people we have, but they're some of the hardest working people we have. And they didn't learn that from anybody strange. Okay, so I will bring this out to you. They can read this to you.
All right.
I'm not gonna read the whole thing, so. Nope.
Make sure we get the paper
Got the
right.
official.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Margaret. I can't even. I don't care. We can say it.
It's probably
All
gonna
right.
be a few hours.
It's not very,
It's
it's
up
not
to
very
you guys,
exciting.
but, yeah.
That you were here for the best part.
Yeah. But we might be here till 9 o'clock. There you go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
We've been celebrating that whole.
As you should.
All right, we're gonna move on. We have, I know Commissioner Weinreich has something for public forum tonight
I do,
also.
thank you, Mayor.
So just a public service announcement, asphalt milling and overlay for the fall paving will begin August 31st. It is expected to continue for approximately 1 week, weather permitting. Please be aware of the posted non-parking signs in the affected areas. Vehicles parked in restrictive zones will be towed at the owner's expense. As the construction season continues, we also want to remind the public that it's against the law to ignore any road closure signs. For everyone's safety, please watch for construction workers and slow down when traveling through work zones. Just also want to highlight the areas that they'll be starting. It's going to be Long Ridge Avenue Southeast, 3rd Street to 9th Street, 4th Street Southeast, Simmons to Long Ridge Avenue, and 17th Street Southeast, Idaho to Utah Avenue. So be aware that there'll be no parking on posted signs placed out and to obey the signs.
Okay. All right, Commissioner Weinreich, thank you for that update. Anything else on public forum? We're gonna move on to consent agenda. Matters appearing on the consent agenda are expected to be non-controversial and will be acted upon by the commission at one time without discussion unless a member of the commission requests an opportunity to address any given item. Items removed from the consent agenda will be placed at the beginning of the formal items. Tonight we have 6.1 minutes of August 17th, 2026, and 6.2. We have, number 1, acknowledge that police officer Ryan Breezemeister has completed his 1,040-hour probationary period, making him eligible for night differential pay effective August 16th, 2026, and supplemental benefits effective September 1st, 2026. Number 2, acknowledge that Dylan Corcoran, Park Maintenance 2, has completed his 60-day probationary period as required with his promotion. Number 3, acknowledge that Sean Snothorst, Assistant City Engineer, has completed his 6-month probationary period as required with his promotion. Number 4, approve the employment of Matthew Reek for a police officer position effective September 7th, 2026 at grade 17, step A, at $29.95 an hour with his 1,040-hour probationary period for supplemental benefits and 1-year probationary period per FOP collective bargaining agreement, Article 13. Number 5, approve the updates to the police officer job description. And number 6, approve the temporary employment of Ryan Schwartz as a part-time solid waste technician effective August 2026 at grade 4, step A, $14.68 per hour. And 6.3, consider resignation of Kelly McFarland from the Board of Historic Preservation effective immediately. 6.4, consider parade permit submitted by Kim Rieger for the Andes Road Race to be held on September 5th, 2026 at Memorial Park starting at 8 a.m. 6.5, consider raffle permit submitted by American Legion Post 7 for a raffle on November 11th, 2026 at the Huron High School. 6.6, consider raffle permit request from Beetle County Sportsman Club for October 24th, 2026. 6.7, consider raffle permit request from South Dakota Central Chapter of Credit Unions for events starting September 15th, 2026 and ending April 20, 2027. 6.8, set September 14th, 2026 as a public hearing date for the retail on-off sale wine and cider and retail on-off sale malt beverage and South Dakota Farm Wine alcoholic beverage license for Spotlight Events LLC at 328 Dakota Avenue South. 6.9, consider special on-sale alcohol license application submitted by Huron Country Club for a wedding on September 12th, 2026. And 6.10, if you win all these raffles, you can pay payments of the bills.
Motion to approve. Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Clute.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Mayor Roberts.
Aye. Moving on to bid quote items. Consider a request from Solid Waste Department to accept proposal from Steel Structures LLC in the amount of $98,750 for the storm damage roof repair to the old Baylor Transfer Station building. Andrew, do you need to add anything to that?
I do not.
Okay, Andrew Hanson or, okay, yeah, come on up, yeah. Our incoming solid waste superintendent.
Well, I'll just add that there is a sense of urgency with regard to the end of the summer season here soon, and they need to get a roof on that building and get it secured against the weather and other factors. So we would humbly ask for your approval of this request for the expenditure of $98,750 for that roof replacement.
Move to approve.
Second?
Any questions, comments? Roll call vote, please.
Klug,
Aye.
Bragg,
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Thank you, Andrew.
Cool.
Moving on to petitions and communications. 8.1, consider quit claim deed and certificate of real estate value from the city of Huron to Greater Huron Development Corporation for the West Industrial Park. Lot 5A, a replat of West Industrial Park lots 5 and 6. I'm gonna have Ted come up, and Ted Hayter from GHDC, explain what you're doing here, buddy.
Thank you, Mayor. This lot contains our Greater Huron spec building that was built in 2019, spec 9, which is a 30,000 square foot building, 28-foot sidewalls, and an additional lot of approximately 4 acres to the north of that building. So this, if you're not familiar with the area, is east of Lankota, south of A1 Auto Body, in the area near West Park and the west side of Huron. Mac Metal will be doing an expansion into the building, doing a major addition, roughly doubling the size of the building, adding overhead cranes and 10 to 15 new jobs over the next 2 to 3 years. So we are asking for this to be transferred to us, hoping to have this finalized in the sale by August 31st, and then have them moving in and doing work before too much longer.
Great.
So that's the short of it.
Okay.
Motion to approve. Second.
Any questions for Mr. Hayter? Roll call vote, please.
Klug,
Aye.
Bragg,
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Thank you. Thank you. Moving on to departmental items, consider request from the police department for the 2025 Homeland Security Grant funds in the amount of $21,572 for the purchase of ballistic shields and additional $1,328 from reserves to offset inflation costs. Total cost is $22,900. We have with us tonight our police chief, Derek Lair.
Thank you, Mayor and Commissioners. What we're requesting is to accept, back in 2025, we put in for a Homeland Security grant for ballistic shields following our last homicide incident. We were awarded that grant, however, with a couple government shutdowns, everything was delayed, and here we are over 18 months later. Our issue is, when we initially received the grant funding, the quote we had for the items was $21,572. Those initial 4 shields that we quoted have now gone up 30% due to the materials that are used to make them. So that would put us at over about $8,000 over what we were awarded. With that, we've kind of gone back and readjusted some things, looked for some similar products that would be maybe more affordable. So what we're actually looking to do is, with the increase, possible increase of patrol vehicles, instead of the 4 that we were looking for, seeking 5 shields of a different manufacturer that would use all of the grant funding. We could actually purchase 4 of them for around $18,300. We'd be leaving about $3,300 on the table of grant funds we were awarded. So what we're requesting to do is purchase an additional 5th shield for the added cost to the city of $1,328 to use all of the funds and use all of it the best we can.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay.
Who's-
There was an echo someplace.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was overlapping with somebody or.
Any questions?
Can I just ask a quick question? So the 13/28, is that our match to it then?
So it's a no match grant. The full cost of the shields, that we were awarded, the full, amount was $21,572. The, information we were provided by Homeland Security is with the change in price, we can either, supplement with city funds, or we can reduce the number or the type of shield to get within that budget amount. So what we're requesting to do is just add $1,328 in reserve funding to buy 5 shields at that combined, price of $22,900.
I'm just gonna note that secondary funds.
Just a little excess, yeah. Okay, any other questions? Roll call vote, please.
Clute.
Aye.
Craig.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Weinreich. Aye. Mayor Robish.
Aye. Thank you, Derek. 10.2, Solid Waste Labor Day Holiday Schedule. Commissioner Clute, do you have this memorized yet?
You would think I would, but those dates changed. The Solid Waste Department rubble site will be closed Saturday, September 5th through Monday, September 7th in observance of Labor Day. Monday's trash, recycling, and yard waste collection will be done on Wednesday, September 9th. Please remember to have your containers out the night before, as trucks will not be rerouted. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.